morning, everyone. Welcome to another Coffee with Vince. Alright. It's been a nice blue moon since, well, Friday, since we've done our stream. And guess what? It's another morning stream. It's another coffee stream. We're gonna have a different game in rotation for a little bit, probably like another for like a good week or two, or till we get a little tired of it. Then we'll move on to another coffee stream. So we've been playing the Hunter Call of the Wild quite some time for the coffee streams, the morning streams, as you will, and it's been good and everything. But I think the other games kind of miss us. We miss them too. And it's been a while since we've became a grease monkey. So it's time to work on some cars, get our hands oily and greasy and dirty and sooty and stuff like that. Trying to work our fingers to the bone digitally. Because we're not actually going to work on actual cars. Let's be honest. That's for Lars brothers. They're the ones that actually work on cars in real life as a passion / job. So that's what they do. I don't do that. I have no clue legitimately how to work on a car in real life. I know the basics and everything, but when it comes to like legitimately taking apart a car and actually diagnosing what's actually wrong with it, I have no actual real life skills when it comes to that. And when I take it apart, who says that I'm actually going to be able to put it back together correctly? So, yeah. But yeah, I got my coffee. We're all good to go. We're also going to be starting Ghostwire Tokyo today. Fallout New Vegas has been officially finished. It's all wrapped up now. I didn't announce it on Discord that we wrapped it up, except for like in the content section of Discord, the content dump. Other than that, like there was no inclination that we actually finished it unless you were watching live. So yeah, we did finish New Vegas. I think was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. Thursday we finished Fallout New Vegas. And yeah, I wasn't particularly surprised that I didn't like it as much as like Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Those two just hold a special place in my heart, especially with some of the Fallout 3's like DLCs, even 4's DLCs. But even if you just, if you compare the base games to each other and everything like that, like, look, I love Obsidian. As a developer, they make some really cool games. They have a really good track record of making some of the most beloved games of all time for some people. But not with me. Nah. I mean, I enjoy their games and everything, but I wouldn't consider New Vegas the best Fallout game. If you consider the pure like Fallout purist, either they say like Fallout 2 or Fallout Tactics technically tends to be like one of the best Fallout games ever. And then the people that started the Fallout series like I did, where we started with the Bethesda era, Fallout 3 and possibly Fallout 4 tends to be a lot of people's favorites. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think the vocal majority has always said like, hey, the best Fallout is Fallout to New Vegas. But I do have to say, like, the environment and the places you can explore and all that are incredibly dull. Because one, the only thing that's slightly intriguing within New Vegas's like whole entire area to explore The only thing slightly intriguing, mostly, is New Vegas itself, and there's not much to actually explore when it comes to New Vegas as a whole. And I was like, that kind of slowly outstays its welcome after a little bit, especially once you explore the majority of the casinos. And it's like, okay, well, the casinos and hotels, since they're pretty much both. But I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can see why some, like, a lot of people like really enjoy it and everything, but I think I would have a better time if there was a Fallout New Reno, because Reno, there's so much more to Reno, if because there's mountains, there's rivers and lakes and stuff like that. That would have probably been a better location instead of New Vegas. It's like, yeah, New Vegas is like, once you get out of the city, there's really nothing. There's reasons why there's not a lot of people that actually live in Las Vegas, and to have it in, like, places like New Vegas and everything. And yeah, they have cool locations like the Hoover Dam, but even then it's like, it's all right. It's all right. And even the final battle and all that was kind of anticlimactic, because you know you get decent enough to where you can start just mowing down enemies. And as I say, like, when I was like somewhere 75% way through the game, I was fighting tougher enemies than some of the enemies that you have to fight in the final battle. So it's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, when you come across like 5 to 6 death claws, I think that's the scariest part in the whole game. So when you come across that, and it's like, if you can survive 5 or 6 death claws, you could pretty much survive anything in any Fallout game. Any Fallout game, if you can survive a group of death claws, you're the king. You're the king of everything. That's my tirade when it comes to Fallout 76. I gave it a 3 out of 5. A lot of people are gonna wholeheartedly disagree with that. It's like, no, this game is at least a minimum 4 out of 5, but usually it deserves a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. And it's like, look, dude, this is the way I feel. This is my opinion. This is how I will rate the game, and you're gonna have to just live with it. If you don't like it, just move on. We're playing other games now. So far, no one has yelled at me about me giving, New Vegas an okay score. It's an okay game. So my soul hearty. My soul hearty recommendation when it comes to anyone wanting to get into Fallout games, I would either recommend, depending on their game style and what type of games they really like. They like the more RPG-esque side, and the dialogue systems and really cool, awesome, like, side quests and everything like that. Definitely go with Fallout 3. If they like more of the actual gunplay, they're more of a first-person shooter type of person, and they also like some like micromanaging stuff, crafting and everything like that, because the crafting system in Fallout 4 is fantastic. I really enjoy sticking with a gun and then improving it over the time I get better, or I get like I get like equipment to break down components and stuff like that, salvage, and I get to actually make that gun a lot better. And that introduction to like actually making a shitty weapon into a beastly weapon is much needed in the Fallout franchise, because, like, what's the point in collecting a bunch of salvage when you can't do anything with it? And that's when Fallout 4 decided to say, hey, you know what? Picking up like junk and shit like that is actually worth doing, because your character can finally do something with it, either through weapons and armor, or the settlement stuff, which I think I'm the minority of people that does the settlement stuff that actually enjoys it. Like I get decent enough when it comes to the settlements, like where if I do acquire a new settlement, I get the defenses high enough to where I don't get those calls like, oh, this settlement needs your help and stuff like that. So as long as you get your defenses up all the way, or at least decent enough, never have to worry about it. They'll never call you. So that's one thing a lot of people were wondering. It's like, yeah, it's like, what if you don't like that and that just turns you off all the time? You know, having to help settlements out constantly and stuff. Then just go to that settlement, make sure the defenses is nice and tight, and then they'll never call you again. There you go. So if that's pretty much the game, just telling you that you should keep working on that settlement. That way, you never have to worry about it ever again. And I like some of the mods for the PC version, in which you set down a plot of land, and it will auto generate like how the NPC will build that place. So they'll like put like random little items and everything, structure and furniture and stuff like that. And it evolves over time as the settlement gets better. So there's really cool mods for Fallout 4. So there's plenty of mods that make those games even better. That's why I always enjoyed about the Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, and Fallout New Vegas probably has those, but when when I was talking about Fallout games, I was legitimately comparing the base games. So it's like, yeah. When it comes to ranking, it's Fallout 3, Fallout 2, Fallout 4, Fallout 1, Fallout New Vegas. And since I never beat Fallout 76 and I tried it like 3 times four times to try and get into Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is one of the worst. I never played Fallout Tactics, so that's why it's not in the list. So, you got that. Maybe one day I'll try out Fallout Tactics, since I think I have it. I just never whipped it up and decided to play it, but it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I have played the older Fallout games, and those are very interesting. They have aged pretty badly when it comes to the visual side of things, but when it comes to mechanics and like dialogue and all that stuff, it's pretty similar. Just more, isometric, and you rely on the VAT system more than anything. There's no real aiming involved. Point and click, and depending on the dice, the roll of the dice is there. Hey, zombie, ready for some more, good old coffee in the Mondays? It's a Monday. We need our coffee. I'm 50-50 on the VAT system. I don't know. I'm like, that's what kind of turned me into, well, at least Fallout, especially when Fallout went into the Bethesda era. That's what really sucked me into Fallout 3. It's when they were showing off the VAT system. It's like, I kind of like it. I know a lot of people can play Fallout without the VAT system, but the gunplay, at least with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, is almost unplayable. Just free aiming it and everything, because the way the aim down sight is, or you're trying to shoot from the hip, it doesn't feel good, in my opinion. It just doesn't feel solid. Either you have to turn it up or turn down the sensitivity just to get it just right. And since it's really Bethesda does, at least the main developers, Bethesda, can't really they've never really made a good first person shooter, except for they got real close to Fallout 4. Fallout 4's gunplay 10 times better. I do have to say that Fallout 4 as a first-person shooter, way better than Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. But yeah, I don't know. I have a soft spot for the VAT system. The VAT system's always been kind of nice for me. I know a lot of people don't like it because it makes the game too easy or something like that, but it's like, well, if you think it makes the game too easy, make sure you put enough points into other things to where your AP's low. So that way, if you do use the VAT system, you can only use it once or twice depending on the weapon you're using. And that way you don't have to rely on it. You know? The game's flexible. It's on the same level as Skyrim. Lost the save data and gave up. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Yeah, when the save data gets corrupted in Bethesda games, because there's more of a high likelihood of a save file getting corrupted as the further you go into game, and it gets a little scary once you get to late game. Any Bethesda game, any first party Bethesda, I get a little worried, even when you have multiple saves, and you have to you have to make a new save and delete the older saves, so that way do that. Yeah, and as you kind of said, you kind of have to, in a weird way, like you almost have to kind of back up the save on a different hard drive device. So in case that save file gets corrupted, delete that save file, get the backup, and move it into where that is in the file, and hopefully it works. If Bethesda or Steam lets you, which they should, because there's not like a lock on it. But that's just so annoying to play. That's just like, is it worth playing at that point? And apparently, my Skyrim copy for Xbox One is unplayable right now. I don't know why. It doesn't want to even boot up. When you get to the main menu, it's just like frozen, laggy. It doesn't want to do anything. And I was like, what is up with the Xbox One version? I think I had the special edition, not the yeah, it's completely broken and fucked up. Ever since they got that newer version out. I forgot what it was called. What was the newest version of Skyrim? They have whenever that version came out, the special edition or something like that is now unplayable on Xbox One. I don't know how to fix it or if there's any way to fix it. It's not like I have any mods for Skyrim, but yeah, it's completely fucked up the game and I can't play it anymore. Maybe when we get an Xbox Series X, we can might as well just do a new playthrough. So I was like, for a while, I was saying, oh yeah, the Skyrim playthrough, that's just on hold. Not anymore. We're gonna have to just do a whole new playthrough. I was also looking through the archives for the Fallout series, and apparently we are missing a pretty big chunk of the Fallout 4 playthrough for some reason. So maybe one day in the future, if we have nothing to play, or if there's nothing we want to play, maybe one day we'll go back to Fallout 4. Because it's been a while, and I kind of miss that game. And I kind of want to play it again. So maybe one day, maybe this year or next year, we'll pick up some Fallout 4 and play it. Might just try and play Fallout 4 after Horror Month. Sounds good. Sounds fantastic. Usually playing like Bethesda games, either Elder Scrolls or like Fallout games nearing the holidays are like perfect because that's when it just kind of slows down anyway. I'm still waiting for Summer Game Fest to start. Starts next month. I want to know what's the rest of the release dates so that way I can know what games that Laura and I are going to buy afterwards, because there's literally no games we're going to buy for the rest of the year unless they have their release dates up. Maybe Stalker 2, but that's about it. Stalker 2 seems like the closest one, but Lara doesn't know anything about the Stalker series, so that's a game mainly for me. So Stalker 2, when it comes out, it's not going to get Lara's attention. Maybe Starfield if they actually show some fucking gameplay this year. We'll see. I think they will. I think this Summer Games Fest we're gonna see some Starfield gameplay, and then we're gonna see it's pushed back to like February of next year. Didn't it get pushed back? I think they confirmed that, didn't they? It was that and what other game got pushed back with it? Was it 2 Bethesda games? I'm thinking it's probably either February or it's March. March is a weird release date for Starfield though. But they might not have any competition in March, depending on what gets pushed back or not. Noting this year, there were so many games that came out in February, January, February, March. Yeah, February and March, that it was a little bit overwhelming. So I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not really anticipating any other game to come out this year, except for maybe God of War Ragnarok. Because I think that's guaranteed to come out this year. Sony didn't say or has hinted that, at least Santa Monica Studio hasn't said anything about them pushing it back. So, I think it's safe to say that the only game that Laura and I are possibly excited about is going to be God of War Ragnarok. Because that's the end of that story arc. And I don't know if they're going to continue. They have to continue. They have to make more God of War games after it, but who knows? Maybe God of War Ragnarok is the final cherry on the cake there. And they just want to move on. Who knows? But man, after the last God of War and this upcoming God of War, it would be almost kind of like a you're sitting on a huge ass gold mine, and we're gonna leave it off with 2 games, which, to be honest, I'll be totally okay with, because not every franchise has to be a fucking trilogy. let's just say this right now. Not every franchise has to be 3 games or more. You can leave it off. I would love it if more games were just one-shot games. They don't have to be franchises. Can they just be one game and then you move on to a new IP? More new IPs would be fantastic, especially from the AAA part of the video game industry. If the AAA industry can stop worrying about new IPs being the downfall of their company, we would have such, I think overall the diversity of like things to be excited about would be stronger. It would be a much bigger. They have more people more excited about games. You probably have more of a chance to get more people into video games too, because you have like, there was an IP that didn't exist before they made it, and then it's like, oh, maybe that new IP is the thing that gets someone into video games. Who knows? You never know. And as most of the time, is the independent developers that have to do that to get people into video games, because the AAA industry is not recruiting any new gamers out there to actually have people like diversify and build fan bases and stuff like that. The AAA part of that industry has been very bad at that. They apparently just want to keep keep their fingers in that money pocket. And you would think getting more people into those new franchises would make more money. But no, they don't want to do it. Also, today, by the way, I'm having a little bit of a mega demon in me right now. Laura and I both have been feeling just super gassy and bloated. And I swear it's the stuff we eat during the weekend. Like, we eat really well throughout the whole entire week. But when the weekend comes, oh boy. And we need to really restrict that to one day. I kind of told Laura this is like, look, our bad eating habits start around Friday night and goes all the way to like Sunday night. And it's like, there's no way we're going to burn all that fat in a week's time. Because we're gaining all of that back during the weekend. That's 3 days of just constantly just eating like shit. It's like we need to crunch that down to one cheat day. One cheat day. So Friday night to the bare maximum of Saturday night, and we're good. It gets to your goal point. Yeah, Laura's been pretty frustrated, at least when it comes to the exercising. Like, she's starting to see subtle differences, like her arms are starting to get the muscle, muscle's starting to grow pretty much everywhere for Laura. But the thing that frustrates Laura the most, and this usually frustrates everyone when it comes to exercising, is especially if you're lifting weights, and this is usually the case, is if you're lifting weights, you're going to gain weight because you're adding muscle to the already, fatty parts of yourself. So you're losing weight, but you're gaining weight as well. And I keep telling Laura this is like, look, we're lifting weights 5 days a week. We're burning fat, yes, because we're doing cardio during our upper body days. Like whenever we work out, anything on the waist up, we do our cardio. So we either go on a treadmill, Laura goes on an elliptical, or I go on a Stairmaster or something like that. So we are burning fat before we even get to lifting weights for our upper body. But I keep telling Laura, is like, look, the only reason why your weight is stagnant right now is mainly because you're packing on muscle and you're burning fat very slowly, though. Now it's like, look, if you really want to burn more fat, lift lighter, but more repetitions, because that will tone and that will also burn fat, and do more cardio. That's one of the best ways to do it. And the biggest enemy for anyone wanting to lose weight is your diet. What are you eating throughout the week? That's the biggest hurdle. That's why a lot of people can't fix. And not just some short-term diet. You gotta fix the way you eat for life. It's a lifetime process. You want to be super ripped? You can't be super ripped if you're eating processed foods, motherfuckers. You can't have that six pack if you're eating burgers and breads. You can't be drinking sodas or beer or alcohol. Alcohol actually diminishes your muscle intake, like your muscle growth value. Even spirits do that too, because it hurts your muscle metabolism. So it's like, yeah, that's true. Anytime you like poison your body with that, it's like, yeah, it's understandable. The reason why is like a lot of people like drinking beer or any type of liquor, start getting that belly. So I even see during the stream sometimes is like, yeah, I gained some muscle mass, man. I can kind of see it. It's pretty good. I'm still not as toned as I would like to be, but my muscle mass is getting back to normal. I'm starting to get it to where um like I need to gain about another 10 to 20 pounds of muscle before I'm back to my normal at least muscle weight. And then I need to burn like 20 or 30 pounds more of of fat and anything else I need to like lose. And then I'll be back to almost fighting shape, which fighting shape is a whole new different process. But yeah, when it comes to that, it's like, yeah, it's a long process, but it doesn't have to be super long. You would have to I would it'd be hard to tell Laura this, but if she wants to burn fat, like if she wants to lose all of her fat content at a certain point in time, maybe before the end of the year, I would have to say, look, we're going to have to start working out 6, maybe even 7 days a week. We're going to have to eat nothing but, lean meats with a little bit of like tallow or something like that to kind of get, get some healthy fat in there. But also just we're mainly eating lean meats, elk, bison, stuff like that. And lots and lots of vegetables, hot sauces, spices, um, things with cumin and turmeric in it. You know, eat lots of things that help our gut biome. There's so much science and preparation that comes into getting back into shape. We're just getting in shape in general. You can talk about fitness and nutrition science for decades, and you will never finish the topic because it's always evolving, it's always changing. As generations come into play, it will change as well. You know, especially as our food evolves too, our workout ethic has to evolve the same. In a weird way, I think our generation has to work out even harder because the normal foods that we have are harder on our body. So you got that too. You have to kind of think to yourselves like, okay, like even if I do try and start eating healthier food, one, how's my finances? Can I afford constantly buying healthy foods? If I can't, then you're just gonna have to work out harder, and that's gonna be hard on your morale system. It's gonna be hard because due to the fact that you're not gonna see like the results as fast as you would if you were eating super healthy and lean. You're eating a lot of things that burn carbs and fat and everything too. And it's like, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna suck. You're gonna hate yourself for quite a few months because you're just like, man, I'm just not. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. Don't feel like, am I not working out hard enough and all that? I was like, look, if for some reason you leave the gym and you still have enough energy to walk, you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. You need to leave the gym feeling exhausted. You just need to be tired. I was like, look, if you're not lifting weights to practically failure, then you're not lifting heavy enough, or you're not putting in enough reps within said weight that you put yourself to. If you think you can do 2 more, that means you can do at least 4 more reps, on top of that. A good way to figure out is to figure out what your max weight is for like a bench press or a squat or a military press. Figure out what the max amount of weight that you can actually push in one rep, and then reduce it to the 70% mark. That 70% mark should be the amount of weight you should be pushing. 10 reps, 3 sets each. And that's usually the way you can gauge it. It's going to be fucking hard, but that's the only way you're going to get muscle mass. And if you want lean muscle mass, you reduce that to around 50%, and then you increase the reps, and you can also add in another set. So you can have it, instead of 3 sets, it's 4 sets of more reps. That's how you do it. There's so many different ways to do it. Don't even get me started about isometric workouts, explosive workouts, and stuff like that too. That helps your tendons, it helps your joints. It definitely works out your fucking heart. Explosive workouts, woo wee. You want to see how jacked you get? Explosive workouts, power cleans. You know, most Olympic lifts tend to be explosive workouts. They're also dangerous, especially if you don't know how to lift weights. You want to get to the hospital real quickly? Do that. Some of the best workouts also put you in a hospital quickly. Are we supposed to like be playing a game right now? I was just kind of thinking about that. It's like, look, I can talk about this stuff while I'm doing this. It's not like I'm doing a playthrough. I mean, even when I'm doing playthroughs, we can talk about this stuff. Why are we just sitting here? It does kind of make me wonder if there are any people on YouTube that actually watch this stuff, just to see what like coffee with Vince's are. It's like, what's the purpose in this? It's like, look, I will tell you the purpose right now. It is to just chill out and shoot the shit. We don't have any goals. If we had any goals, we would have let you know way in the past. But there are no goals. There's no goals in Coffee with Vince. We're not getting better at a game or anything like that. We're legitimately just, you know, waking up, drinking coffee, enjoying the coffee, and talking about whatever we want to talk about. In this case, it was like Bethesda and Fallout, and it was also working out because, yeah. So far, Laura hasn't been super frustrated. I think there have been certain things that she is very happy about when it comes to just the workout process in general. Like, she's noticed she's getting a little bit stronger in certain things. But we've also been doing exercises in weaker muscle groups like shoulders. If you ever want to know how weak you are, do some shoulder exercises. Oh my god, you feel so weak after that. Alright, we're gonna try and claim a car. It looks like this is the only car in here. So we'll buy this car and restore it. Alright. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot to work on. Probably. $18K. Woo! For a used car? Move to garage. Yeah. Hey, PC. What up? How was the rest of your stream, dude? Doot, 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 doot. How's it going for us? Everything's going smoothly. Our day's just started not too long ago. Most people are still half of sleep, but we're good. We're fantastic. I think that's it. We can probably get out of here. I just gotta find the exit. Where's the exit? How do you get out of here? How do you get out of here? Help, I'm stuck. I think I just need to open my... Yeah, here we go. Leave to garage. Buy parts. Oh, you had a hangover this morning? Oh, that sucks. Oh, you made yourself a Bloody Mary? You ever made yourself a Clamato? Or not a Clamato. It's like a Bloody Mary, but it uses Clamato instead. I forgot what they call it. But that I actually like the Bloody Mary with the Clamato juice more. Yeah, Laura's brothers introduced me to that, and it's like, you know what? This is the most hick thing you can introduce me to, and I like it. There we go. Had a Bloody Mary in the bar. It's like usually if you're gonna have a Bloody Mary or like a pub or anything like that, if you're gonna ever get a Bloody Mary, you want to go to a cocktail bar because those are the people that really know how to make those type of drinks. Yeah, they're a little bit more expensive, but one, you're not gonna get hangovers from it, and two, it's gonna taste 10 times better from someone that actually knows how to mix drinks. Those are good. When you go to a pub or bar, those are the type of drinks you want to get there, or anything on the tap, any type of like easy mixed drinks like your Coke and rum. Your Coke and rum and your whiskey, a certain type of whiskeys. Old fashions are totally okay getting at a pub. But yeah, I definitely say if you're ever gonna go to places like those, doesn't matter how fancy the pub is too, it's usually best to stick with those very simple type of drinks as you're getting your food and stuff like that. And if you want to get more of the fancier drinks like a sangria and everything like that, go for those cocktail bars. Yeah, I'm not a fan of vodka anymore. Those I do have to say, on top of either tequila, vodka definitely gives me a nasty little headache after drinking it. Even if I don't drink too much of it, vodka has a very bad it comes for you. It's like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you up, baby. I'm gonna fuck you up. Ah, man, let's not get political here, okay? What? Do you want to add barn to your destination? Yes. Alright, map is full of barns. Okay, apparently we can't use that. There we are. Okie dokie. Now let's restore this car. Actually, can this car even start? Let's see if this car can start first and foremost. Can we put it on the test track? Apparently there's parts missing. Yeah, that's true. As I was saying, like, due to the current events, this feels like it was a political statement. It's like, we're trying to avoid political statements no matter what. It's not the channel for that. But understandable. You know who do? You know the people that do like vodka? Valley girls. Valley girls, they love their vodka. It's the quickest drink to get them drunk. That and tequila. So they, tequila is the closest thing that makes their panties drop. Now, give me a good whiskey any day. There's nothing wrong with a whiskey. Oh, there's no oil in this old car. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm a whiskey slash Scotch guy. I'm a very big Scotch enthusiast. If there's a drink I like to drink on the rocks, Scotch. Scotch more than whiskey. Whiskey is a nice little secondary follow-up. And then after whiskey, I don't know. If I drink anything on the rocks, it's usually those two. But, I guess certain gins. Like, certain gins are okay on the rocks. It's gotta be very floral for me to actually really drink a gin, though. Because most gins you can't drink on the rocks because it just tastes like ethanol. But the Botanist gin is actually pretty good on the rocks. Squeeze of lemon or lime on it, and it's perfect. I turn that down a bit. 9.2. So pretty much most of the parts in this vehicle is pretty shitty. But that's why we're restoring this bad boy. It's this type of engine block where it has all the push valves and freaking rocker arms. Now I gotta like take them all out. They're all pretty much rusted over or shitty. Boom. Hey, it's the Silent Hill sound. Has anyone noticed that this game has Silent Hill sounds? Wonder if this is based in the Silent Hill universe. It is very satisfying to take that stuff off, though. Just to let you know, it's really satisfying. Just gonna let that one out there. That's the whole point in car simulator games, car mechanic simulator games. It's just satisfying to like see all this like rusted out shit, stuff that needs to be replaced, and then you replace it with like the good shit. It was like, ooh, baby, yeah, fresh components and parts. It's like, this is the game if you want to do mechanic stuff without getting tired and sweaty and greasy and shit. This is the perfect game for you. Like, I don't have a giant fascination to, like, take cars apart and fix them up and make them new again. I'm not that type of guy. But this game gets me closest to it. I want to play the new one. The, what, 2001 version? Or was it 2002? I think it came out in 2002, actually. I think it's 2002. And did you guys know that there's a tank mechanic simulator too? So if you want to take apart a tank and fix a tank up, you can. There's so many mechanic simulator games out there. It's insane. It's legitimately insane. Some of them are a little ridiculous too. It's like, I don't see the fun in being a rover mechanic simulator. There's not enough. I don't think there's enough models of rovers to really keep you interested. Dude, that was in bad shape. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's take up less water pump. Take out that serpentine boil. Timing cover. Ooh-wee. Yeah, it's practically eroding on itself. Camshaft. Barely holding on. Alternator's pretty much dead at this point. Can't take out the oil filter. How's the battery? That's kind of alive. Yeah, we're pretty much taking apart this whole entire car because we're having to refurbish it. So, if you guys are wondering what is Vince doing, I'm literally trying to restore this car. I'm like every square centimeter. And then I'm gonna sell it back for like 3 times the amount. Too bad I can't barter the price. That's the one thing that this game doesn't allow you to do, is barter prices. And if I was like any other mechanic out there, you would jack up your price values of every part by like 5 to 6 times the amount that is actually worth. Trust me, most of you guys, if any of you guys own a car, you know going to a mechanic, there's a high possibility that mechanic's gonna fuck you up. Not in a physical way. He's gonna hurt your wallet. Like you go to a car dealership or now that you get your car and all that, and most of the times if you try and get your car repaired at the car dealership, they're a little bit more reasonable because, well, they're the ones that sold you the fucking car to deal with, to begin with. But if you go to like an off-brand car repair shop and stuff like that, depending on the actual mechanic, they have all the power to lie to you because they have more experience than you do. You don't know what you're talking about. You came in here for like, you came into their shop for like a brake change because your brakes are making noises, metal on metal and shit like that. You need to get your brake pads changed. This brake disc needs to be changed out and shit like that. And yet they'll find like, say, about 10 or 20 other problems that then needs to be fixed. And what could have been just like, maybe a $200 fix now becomes like $1,000 to $2,000 fix afterwards. All because you didn't have the balls to say no, just fix my fucking brakes. That happens to so many people. At least when it comes to first time car buyers. So many people that are new to like owning a car gets fucked over like that. That happened to my ex. What would have been legitimately $100 fix became a $3,000 like bill. Oh, she got fucked over hard. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like I would laugh about it if I wasn't the one that had to pay for it. It wasn't even my car. Wasn't even my car, and I had to pay for that shit. That's bullshit. I would have laughed about it too if I didn't have to fucking pay for it. It's like, look, it's not my fault. You bought a shitty fucking car. Oh, you bought the car because it was pretty. Ooh. It's like, oh, you bought the car because you're a fan of the model. It's like, look, you can buy a classic, like, 69 Chevy. Doesn't mean it's gonna run well. Some of those older cars need more work than ever. Because they're older. They're classic cars. Not saying that she had the taste for classic cars. Yep. So yeah, moral of the story. If you ever have a girlfriend or boyfriend that's trying to tell you that you need to help them with their car bill, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth putting your hard-earned money with an insane bill. Just not worth it. Save yourself the pain and hatred later on in life. Which I haven't actually thought about that forever, though. That's the crazy part. But now that I'm working on a virtual car, I'm now thinking about what that bill I would have saved myself so much problems. Never had to pay for that stupid fucking car. Yeah, it was only $3,000 at the time. But where that $3,000 would have been put to if it was my choice. And it was still my choice. I could have put that towards an investment. I could have invested it in something instead of waste it. You know what the fucked up part is? We put $3,000 towards that car, and then it gets totaled like 2 or 3 months later. Stupid. So I think someone rear-ended the car, and it just like completely fucked up the car itself. It's like, yeah, do you think money grows on trees? Hell no. Total the car and buy yourself another used car. This time a car that's not gonna be a money sink. this car is in really bad shape. It's like from the outside it didn't look too bad, but from the inside, especially now that I'm looking at the engine, I was like, holy shit. Surprised this car hasn't fallen apart. Surprised the friggin' like engine block just didn't like shit itself out. Watch, this car is gonna be a money sink. Speaking of money sinks, I think this car is gonna be a money sink because I'm probably gonna have to replace the whole entire engine. I was like, oh, it's gonna hurt, but hopefully the resale value for this type of car is gonna be much better. We'll find out. I gotta see what's missing and all that too. I think there's definitely a couple really important components in this car that needs fixing or replacing. Yeah, all the pistons and conrods is pretty much fucked. Like this car's going nowhere. I hate that I have to lift the car just to get the crankshaft out, and then I have to lower the car again to get the engine block out, so I can see if I need to replace the engine block, which it looks like I need to replace the engine block. Yeah, it's at like 17% structural integrity. Yeah, it's not safe to put that on the road. It's like if the engine block feels like it's gonna just crack the next time you turn on the car, it's probably not worth it. Not worth it, babe. Nah, what the fuck are you doing? No, get out of there. I have to take all the wheels out. I have to take the wheel apart. Let's see if what I need to replace. I think pretty much the whole wheel probably needs to be replaced. God, the whole entire car needs to be replaced. What the fuck? God knows how many rubber bushings I need to like replace. Yep, leaf springs need to be replaced. Pretty much every component needs to be replaced. How's the fuel tank? It looks okay. I'm probably gonna replace it anyway because I'm gonna try and sell this car at its most pristine. Yeah, fuel tank needs to be replaced. Blip. 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 Let's replace that knuckle. Shock thing. Wow, the car has like legitimately no shocks. So, most of the work is just disassembling the car and putting it back together again. I think I pretty much stripped this car from all of its major parts. There's no engine in it anymore. There's nothing there. It's just literally the husk. Husk of the car. And it's missing a couple external parts and everything like that, but whoop-de-fucking a doodle. Alright, let's take out... wait. Here we go. Let's take these parts out. Are those pouring out? Have I leveled up recently? Oh. Oh, I do have a point I can spend, I guess. Walk 25% faster? Really? Instantly examine 9 parts. Unlock the fuel pressure test. Let's see. Let's do discount at shop. That sounds good. So that way when I buy parts and all that, it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. Separate all the tires. Also, by the way, it's kind of chilly today. Got that spring cool air coming in. It's like slightly chilly and stuff. Apparently we're supposed to get rain. We've been in a drought season for quite some time now. And if we can get at least one day of rain, it will have our chances of fire be cut down by at least half. And hopefully it rains just enough to like just make sure there's no more dust flying in the air, you know, and shit like that. Because it's been a dust bowl. It's been a dust bowl in Colorado Springs, and it sucks. There's been dirt everywhere. Dust and dirt everywhere. It has just not been fun. So yeah, living in Colorado Springs right now sucks. It absolutely sucks. Fires everywhere. There's been no rain. It's just been a miserable time in Colorado. Sweet. Everything else is good. We're really begging for some rain in Colorado, though. Like, every state around us have been getting rain. Why is it that Colorado, out of all the states that are around us, we're just not getting anything? We're just not getting any rain. No nope, nothing. Not even fog. We've been so dry over here. It sucks. There's no reason. There's literally been like 6 fires in the past like 4 days. Because there was 4 one day, then there was like 2 others the next day or two. It sucked. They legitimately had to close windows and made sure like none of the smoke was coming into the house. Then we had the evacuation notices and everything, which thank goodness in our area, none of the create a new engine. Can I create a new engine? Oh shit, I can. Wonder how much that will cost to create a new engine. Add engine into create, rotate. Never actually worked on an engine in this game, like legitimately. It's interesting. Parts notes, nothing's in there, that's good. Okay, let's change the sorting by name. That's good. We need a new battery. We need a new bottom suspension arm. We need new brake disc. Need brake drum, 2 pads. Cam gear. Clutch plate. Clutch release bearing. Yes. Crankshaft pulley needs to be replaced. Both shock absorbers. Drive shaft and a drum wheel cylinder. Need to replace one of the engine heads. Then an engine head cover. I wonder if it's... I'm gonna mark 2 of those. But I'm wondering if it needs to be B. And I probably won't do that. Just in case it's not a A. I don't know. Flywheel. Exhaust. Pipe booze. Oh. 2 front springs. Steering knuckle. Sway bar. Front wheel hub. 2 front wheel hubs. Fuel tank needs to be replaced. Ignition distributor. Distributor cap. Ignition wires. 2 inner tie rods. Leaf spring needs to be replaced. Some of these parts I've repaired, so I'm pretty happy I don't have to buy those. Oh boy. Pretty much a shit ton of piston with con rods. 1 knuckle housing. Rear mufflers need to be replaced. Shock absorbers, more of those. Lots of rocker arms, most likely all of them. Unless I repaired some of them. Yeah, there's pretty much all of them. I'm thinking around, what, 16 of them? I'm just gonna buy 16 of all. And if I have some spares, I'll just sell it back. Might be a loss of money, but it's whatever. I just don't want to deal with the shop again. I don't want to deal with the shop, so I'm just gonna buy a bulk. Rubber bushings, a lot of rubber bushings. I don't know how many rubber bushings, but a lot of rubber bushings. Our shopping list for this car is gonna look stupid. Just absolutely stupid. Probably all of these spark plugs are fucked. the starter practically doesn't exist. Front sway bars need to be replaced. Timing chain needs to be replaced. Suspensions need to be replaced. And don't even get me started on these stupid fucking push rods. I'm gonna say 16 as well on the push rods. 16 push rods, 16 rocker arms. Yeah, I have a feeling. One. Also, all of those. So 4 of those. Really want to know how McDonald's makes the McGriddle pancake buns with the syrup inside them. I haven't actually looked at one. I don't. It's a good question. I haven't eaten one. I might have seen one maybe about 5 to 6 years ago. It's a good question though. Some of those are just, do you really want to know how they do that? Do you really want to know how they do that? You might not want to eat it anymore. I have a feeling they inject it. There's probably a machine that has a syringe that injects it, and then when it gets pulled out, there's like a heating mechanism that seals it back or something like that. I don't know. I mean, if you have a syringe that pretty much fills it with the syrup, it doesn't really need to be sealed because of all that stuff. So it's probably some type of like, industrial needle. Oh, you suck at making pancakes? Why do you suck at making pancakes? Do you burn them, or have you not found a good pancake recipe yet? Because when we make our pancakes, we put it on a pan. We don't griddles are good and everything, but I think I get the best pancakes off of just a nice stainless steel pan. You get a better Maillard. Well, it's not really a Maillard reaction if there's no meat. There's no. Well, yeah, actually, technically, you do get a Maillard reaction with the butter. If you cook it with butter, you get a Maillard reaction out of that. So in a way, you get a better crust and everything, fluffy inside, good crust on the outside, with a nice pancake. So you splatter all over the place when you kind of turn them onto the other side. Are you flipping them before when they get their bubbles, or do you flip them before that? That might be the case. I don't even need to go to my computer anymore. I could just do this. I got a tablet now. Yeah, okay. So you're flipping them at the decent time. You're flipping them too high. You splatter all over the place. Because if you flip them when they're really close to the pan, they shouldn't splatter. Let's see. Consider maybe putting a lid on, letting the top cook slightly during the bottom of it. I've never seen anyone do that though. I don't know how the actual, because then you'll have the possibility of cooking it a little too much throughout the whole entire inside of the actual pancake. Like the actual inside of the pancake might actually get cooked a little too much. Because when you put the lid on it, it just cooks it all the way through. Kind of like an egg. If you want to have like the perfect sunny side up egg, you usually put a top on it. Without, so that way like the yolk gets cooked a little bit better, but it's still nice and jiggly by the time like the egg whites get cooked all the way, and that yolk doesn't get cooked too much to the point to where it hardens. So that way, when you put a fork Ooh, the egg, it just nice and runny eggs. And then you salt it after, a little bit after it. You just before you take it off the pan, you salt the egg, and then you put it on the plate and enjoy. Some people, man, they're adamant about never salting your food, at least before the first flip. I was like, but depends on what you're trying to make. So you got that too. You got that to consider. So I need to get a battery first. But here's what I've learned over the years of cooking. There are no right or wrong ways to cook things. It just depends on personal preference. Sometimes cooking something the wrong way can yield some surprising effects. You'll come up with something new. Sometimes it's good. Most of the times it's bad. You gotta think about that. Now you want a panini press? I think we've had a panini. I think we actually still do have a panini press. I know my mom had a panini press. I wonder if she still has it. Making some paninis would be good. Ooh. Now I'm thinking of paninis. Might have to have a panini this weekend. It's like I can't have bread throughout the week because bread makes it fat. So I try and avoid breads. But if we have a panini press, I'm gonna have to tell Lar, we're gonna have to have a ham and cheese panini with other meats and all that too. It's not just ham and cheese, but I'm gonna have to make it like a white boy panini. Sounds good. White boy panini on the way. Alright, I just need the regular arm. And 2 ventilateds. I need a brake drum. 2 brake pads. Camshaft gear. Let's see. No, cam gear, not camshaft. Yeah, cam gear V8 OHV. And clutch plate, which is right there, I think. Now I got the clutch plate, need the clutch release bearing. I need 1 of those. Crankshaft bearing cap. Need 2 of those. Okay. Crankshaft pulley. V8OH. 1 of those. Double wishbone shock absorber. That's a B, right? No, that's a rears. I don't need the rears. Just need 2 of those. And then drive shaft. Drive shaft. All right. Drive shaft. I need a drum wheel cylinder. Hey, it's right there. Engine head. And I need the V8. Is it this one? No. It doesn't have, it's just a regular V8. No. Oh, there it is. Engine, is it? No, wait. Not the engine block. It is the engine head. I was about to buy the engine block and I was about to fuck myself over. So engine head. V8 OH. There we go. Just buy one of those. Because apparently I repaired the other one. Engine head cover A. So I need engine head covers. And it is a AV8. Oh god. Is this the regular one? Okay, so it's this one. Engine head cover, maybe. Gotta make sure all of it's like the model and everything's good. Exhaust manifold. So exhaust manifold. What is that one? 16B. I need the regular exhaust manifold. Where is it? There it is. Okay, got that one. Now I need a flywheel. That one should be... Wait, did I pass it already? Oh, there. Flywheel. Got the flywheel. Front exhaust pipes. I need 2 of those. So, front drive. Front exhaust pipe. There it is. V8. So I got 2. Front shock absorber cap. There it is. I can always tell what that one looks like. And 2 front springs. God, imagine if I actually was using real money to get this shit. I would be in debt to no fucking end. Front steering knuckle C. Front steering knuckle C. Okay, front sway bar B. Front sway bar, the B version. Front, no wait. Front wheel hub. 2 of those. Fuel tank. Need a new fuel tank. Cool. Ignition distributor. And its cap. Ignition, not the coil. Distributor. And a regular distributor cap. Front springs. Wait, what? Front. Wait. Ignition okay, no, never mind. I went back to the F's. Ignition distributor cap, and now I need ignition wires V8 edition. Is that it? No. I just need regular V8s. Really? Yeah, just regular V8s, not the OHVs. So these, I need these. $85. Blah, 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 blah. So we got that. We go down a bit. There we go. So inner tie rods, 2 of those. Leaf spring plate. One leaf spring plate. Leaf spring rear drive axle. Rear drive axle. 2 middle mufflers. Oil filter. I need the V8. That one. 2 outer tie rods. And piston rings. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Need 8 piston rings. And then, yeah, pretty much the same amount. Piston ring conrods. 8 of those, which are much more expensive than the rings. Probably because of all the metal that you have to use. So that's piston ring conrods. Wait, was that piston ring conrods? Yeah. Okay. Making sure I bought the right one. Okay. Rear axle knuckle B housing. Housing B. Rear housing, and I need the B version of it. Rear mufflers. Rear muffler V8. 2 of those. Good God. Rear shock absorbers. Need the B versions. 2 of those. And pretty much 16 rocker arms. Let's try and find those real quickly. 16 of those. Rod caps 2. No, 3. Round air filter 2 carb. Round air filter 2 carb. And round air filter base 2 carb. Just one of those. Rubber bushings. About, say, 12 of those. Watch, I'm gonna be short by like 1 rubber bushing. Serpentine belt B. I'm almost done with my shopping. Serpentine belt B, and it's also a V8. There's so many serpentine belts. B. So there's B. Is this one B? No, it's an A. And I need the V8 OHV. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 small rubber bushings. Solid rear drive axle. Oh no, I need to free some space. Alright, I need to remember I'm solid rear drive axle. That's where I left off. I just need to drop off the kids. Switch to warehouse. Nope. Change warehouse. Warehouse 2. Oh, no, wait. Warehouse 1? Oh, there is nothing in warehouse 1. Okay. Just drop off anything that is in bad shape. Then we'll just sell all these parts once we're ready. Anything not in the green will sell. Oh, that includes that too. Oh, I thought I got one. Oh, oh, they're not in alphabetical order, so I'm like psyching myself out there. That should be enough space. So solid, what was it? Solid something. Try not to lose track of what I just bought. Oh, okay, cool. I even left off where I was just looking at. So it was a solid, solid rear drive axle. Solid rear drive axle. I'm surprised they have like a freaking inventory limit in this game. With 8 spark plugs. I need a starter V8. Sway bar front end link. And they need to be the B versions. 2 of those. Timing chain. So there's the timing belt. I need a timing chain. And it has to be a V8. V8. Yep, that's the one. Upper suspension arm. And to go to the use. Use. I'm trying to remember. Oh, wait. Is it upper suspension? And yeah, it would be timing, turbo. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I was having trouble with my alphabets. Upper suspension arm, and I just need 2 of those. Okay, push valves, I have a feeling I just need 16 of those. So hopefully I have enough room. Yep, 16 push rods. I can probably buy those tires and all that later. I should probably buy them now. I just don't know which. I don't know the dimensions of the tire yet, though. Water pump pulley. Water. Here we go. Water pump, and I need the. Ooh, that's water pump pulley. Wheel hub bearing. I need about 2 of those. And then, last but not least, wheel hub cap. 2 of those. Ugh. Lots of shopping. I have spent so much digital money. Okay. So now I need to figure out what type of tire I need. So it's vintage tire. Oh, whoops. I need to look at them. Let's see if I didn't put them away. Where's those vintage tires? They would probably be down here somewhere. Ah, wait, that's the rims. Look at all these parts. Okay, vintage tire, wall A. So I need to actually locate that in the shop. How do I back out from, let's see, back, go to tire shop. It's a vintage tire, wall A. Not before I pick that. That's the one thing, is I can't write down like some of the notes in the part notes. I can't actually write down the specifics. So 205, 75, 15. 205, 75, 15. 205, 75, 15. 205, 75, 15 size, 205 width, and 75 profile. I need 4 of those, which will cost me $688 for 4 wheels. Oh, shit. Just the wheels, not the rims. Just the wheel. And now I need, what is it? 1 of the rims? Is it just 1 rim? That doesn't... Did I repair the other rims, or are the other rims pretty good shape? I don't know. Let's check the inventory. Go all the way down to those rims. Yeah, it looks like all of... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did it say I need to get a new rim? No, I don't. Look at that. It's at 97%. The rims are good. I don't need to buy rims. Fuck you. I don't need to buy no rims. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Alright, let's join these parts in matrimony. All that's in good shape. Uh-oh, do I need to get a new... I'm like looking at it. Might have to go to the tablet real quickly. So let's see. Join parts. That's in good condition. That's in good condition. I need a new front shock absorber cap. Front shock absorber cap. Front shock absorber cap. Let's go all the way up to the F's. Front shock absorber cap. Front shock absorber. Yep, I needed 2 of those. I don't know why. There we go. That or accidentally put it in the I put it in the thing. I don't know. 1, 2. Everything 100%. We're putting it back together, baby. So the shock system is good. Now let's see how the tires are. Install tires. Yep. That's some good rims. That's some good tire walls. It's good tires in general. Do that 2 more times after this. And then I have to balance them. Ugh. Too bad I don't have 2 of these. I wish I could have more of the tire balancers. I guess while that's going, I can balance the tires. I need to multitask. What the fuck's wrong with me? But the tire balancing takes longer. Good God, how long did it have to take to balance that tire? How are you enjoying these garage sounds? It's garage AMSR. Asmer. Give me a second, man. Trying to do my shit. God, game's pushy. Do I need any more? 1 more. Alright, that means all the tires should be fan-fucking-tastic. Coolio. All right, let's start putting this beast back together. Okay. Engine block. I guess I did repair the engine block. That's surprising. Oh, apparently we are missing an engine coil B. So let's go to tablet. Engine. That'd be down. Let's go to the eyes. Engine coil B. So there's going to be a couple missing parts I'm going to have to buy individually. Engine coil B. Voila. Brake servo. That's the one I repaired by hand. Let's see. Camshaft. That's one I repaired by hand. That's good. I'm looking at the conditions and all that too. Clip B. I'm missing 2 clip Bs. It's good to know. So I need to go to C's. Where's the clips? Clip B. 2 of them. $16. What the fuck? This car better sell well. If I don't get a profit out of this, I'm gonna be really pissed. That's how some cars are, though. You'll like be refurbishing a car. I'll hear stories about someone that put in almost like $100,000 to restore a car, and they lost so much money because of it. Battery's all nice and refurbished. New alternator. Let's see if that camshaft is good. That's good. Let's see how that fuel filter is. Oh, we don't have a fuel filter. It's good to know. Let's go back to the F's. F's in chat. Fuel. Fuel. Is it me or my brain not working? Yeah, fuel filter. There's the fuel filter. Nice new fuel filter. There's that. Okay. I think I need to work on the underside of the car now, since I can't really put too much here yet. So all those are new or refurbished parts. Okay. Ooh. And then the game crashes, my save file gets corrupted. That'd be my luck. I was like, well, fuck me. Guess I'm not doing anything today. One. Do I need to buy another one? 2. Hopefully I just need 3. It looks like I just need 3. Thank God. Okay, I just needed 3 of them. I was a little worried there. Oh, wait. What else can I put underneath? The fuel filter. There we go. Anything else that can work underneath? You can probably get that flywheel going. Good. New flywheel. New clutch plate. Oh, look how shiny that is. Ooh, hey, wait a minute. Clutch pressure plate. That's not acceptable. Clutch pressure plate. I don't know why that didn't show up. new one of those. Gearbox, all good to go. That's a big fucking gearbox. Starter, new starter. Shiny new starter. Let's put these pipes in. Exhaust to pipe. Exhaust to the pipe. Make sure all the exhaust system's good. Yep, all new pipes. Gotta refurbish the shit out of them. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like I bought mostly new pipes. And let's do this. That's good. I'll try and do the wheel system last. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Let's get the car down again. Let's finish that engine block. Only was this fast to be able to actually work on an engine block. You know how long people have to take in order to fully put in an engine block, make sure everything's working correctly? It was like a whole day process, if not 2 or I don't know how long. It's complicated. Engine blocks are not like people would say it's like it's Legos for adults. It's like, no, it's not. It's much more complicated than that. Because if you don't do it correctly, you could possibly kill someone. You got a lot more on the line there. If you fuck up a Lego building, you're not gonna risk someone's life. Unless they step on a Lego. Then it's a whole nother story. That shit hurts. Got those. Got the manifold. Let's put in these new and improved spark plugs. Alright. That side of the spark plugs are good and golden. New push valve. New rocker arm. Ugh. No, don't do that. New the rocker arm. Yeah, look how pristine that shit looks. Rocker arm. Push valve. Gotta do this at least 10 more times. I'd say 9. 9 more times. Oh. That's the most redundant part of the whole engine block building. Push valves and rocker arms. If the engine block has those. I think mainly you see them in older V8s. I wonder, does make me wonder, in the newest car mechanic simulator, do you work on electric vehicles? Like, can you work on a Tesla? I'm pretty sure you can't though, because anyone that owns a Tesla, I think you have to bring it into the manufacturer. Don't quote me. I'm assuming. I don't think Elon Musk will enjoy you bringing it to a car mechanic. Exhaust manifold V8. I need one more of those, apparently. Well, this is only 55. It's not like a giant amount of money I have to spend. It's not like I have to buy a whole new engine block. Let's get these spark plugs in before I do anything else. Yep. Stop resetting my cursor. There we go. Oh, let's put in the wires. There we go. Oh. Alright, let's finish these piston shit. Hoo-hoo. Vince, you're playing this game. Thank Vince, you're playing this game wrong. You're spending so much money and you don't even have to. This came across my mind. Vince, you don't know how to play this game. Stop it. You're hurting yourself. What? I need another one of these? Oh, engine head cover B. V8 edition. Engine head cover B. Need to go up. Engine head cover B. V8. That's the one. Booyah! Look how pristine that engine's looking. Remember what it looked like just before not too long ago? Oh, I really hope I have the carburetors. Okay, I do. And another. That's one I repaired by hand. Air filter, we have those. Ooh, look how shiny that is. Yeah, boy. That's one I repaired by hand. Alright. Engine's looking schmexy. Your timing chain. Alright, water pump. Pristine water pump. Got a water pump pulley. Pristine. Crankshaft pulley. Big old nut for that. Serpentine belt. Another serpentine. Oh, we're missing that apparently. So this car was missing serpentine belt A. We're gonna be doing this quite a bit. Serpentine belt A. Need to go to the S's. There we go. Serpentine belt A. I need a this one. I hope it is. It's $40. Better be it. I can't see. Yeah, it is. Sweet. Oh, do we not have a radiator fan? Radiator fan V8. Let's see. Go to up. Radiator. Is it just a radiator fan? No, it's a radiator fan. Oh, this one. Radiator fan V8. That's a radiator fan housing as a housing fan. So that's not what I want. I want this. So it's an external fan. It's one of those cars where if you open up the hood, then you stick someone's face in it, they can die. It's one of those cars. Am I missing anything else in the engine block? I think the engine block is 100% though? I think. This doesn't need any clips, right? No, because we bolted that down. Well, I think the top of it's good. Now let's check underneath and see if we need anything underneath for the engine. If that's good, we'll probably put some oil in it eventually. Just need to make sure that all the internals are good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. Sure all the conditions are nice and good. Sweet, we bought the right amount of rod caps. And now I can put the oil pan. Okay. Let's double check. Everything around the engine block is nicely installed. Now, I'm gonna put this one in. Cross member. Put its rubber bushings in. If I don't put the rubber bushings in now, I'm gonna be like wondering, like, what am I missing? Why am I not seeing? Why am I blind? Am I taking crazy pills? Man, this car is gonna look sexy, at least mechanically. I can't do anything about the outside. Can't do anything about the outside of the cars yet. I can at least restore it internally. Eventually I'll have the paint shop unlocked. Then we can start painting these cars and they're gonna be like, ho 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 ho, I'll buy that car. Then they can't resist it. That is a pristine car, man. Pristine. Can't get any better with having some good old... Okay. That's looking good. I don't think we're missing anything connected to the wheel. I'm looking at it. Well, it looks good. All right, next one. Next wheel. Let's get that inner tie rod in. And let's get this one installed. All right, let's get all the things connected to it. Good, good, good. And the bottom suspension. That's all good. Let's get that wishbone connection. Good. And sway bar. And outer tie rod. Alright. Let's look at this. Not missing anything. That looks good. Okie dokie. Boop 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 boop. Alright, that's 2 tires and all of its connections nicely installed. We're currently not missing any parts yet. Now we need to go over here and see what we're missing. Alright, that's good. Uh-oh. 1 second. Alright, let's see if we have this drive shaft. Yep, pristine drive shaft. Okay. Drive shaft good. Let's get the shocks in. New shocks. Leaf spring. Good. Leaf spring plate. And what about the U-bolts? We have good U-bolts. Sweet. Don't forget about the rubber bushings. Knuckles good. What? What? No. There we go. That's good. Everything in the green. That's good. Tataguru. Brake drum. Uh-oh. Might have to buy a new brake drum. So I saw only one green one. It makes me wonder. It's like, shit. I'm missing a good brake drum. Okay. That's good. Now let's get those rubber bushings in place. Oh, okay. Apparently I need a wheel hub 4. Wheel hub 4. Okay, apparently we were missing some parts. There we go. That's good. That's good. Brake shoe. Okay, maybe we did get it. Oh yeah, it's a brake drum. We need a better brake drum. Yeah, let's go to tablet. Yeah, we're not to the bees yet. Okay. Brake shoe. So brake drums are around $30. Oh, I get a discount for it. Yeah, I forgot about that. I am getting discounts. Instead of $30, how about you hack off about $3, huh? Rimmers. Alright. Anything else? Anything else? Mechanically. I'm not seeing anything else I can install. Okay. Let's get the checklist going. Let's look at the checklist before I put the oil in it. Alright. Car status. Looks like all the internal parts are good. Yep. Most likely the external parts are the things I need to work on now. Yepers. External parts needs to be fixed loonies. Okay, great. Just great. So, before I do that, I'm going to erase all that. I'm going to pretty much sell anything that needs to be sold. I'll make a little bit of money back doing that. Now I'm just going to take the car part by not internal well, I could probably do that too. Assemble. Could like take these apart. I think the internal is good though. It might be. I don't know if the steering wheel needs to be taken apart. No. Normal mode. Material assemble. Let's go normal mode. Assembly mode. Oh, how do you de-assemble? Oh, probably just, there we go. Let's do that. I'm going to take all these parts off. We'll pretty much make a shell of a car. Take the hood, take this, take that. I think I need to go to the bathroom too. I think I need to take the bathroom route. So while you look at this shell of a car, we'll make sure that we never have to go to the bathroom for a bit. Because, yeah. Alright. Look at the shell of a car for a second, and I'll be right back. Just need to go to the bathroom, that's all. That's all. Okie dokie, I'm back. Okay, well, now we can figure out what we can work on exterior-wise. I might have to, might as well take out the interior too. Well, let's take it all. See what needs to be replaced. I think the wheel's the last thing. So yeah, pretty much everything of that. I don't think I can take apart the... I'm surprised I can't replace, like, drive shaft and everything. The gear shift. My bad. Gear shift. Yeah, it looks like the body itself just needs to get polished up too. Yeah, scratches and shit. Okay. What needs to be replaced? Looks like we need... Make sure I'm gonna sort it by name. Okay. It's being sorted by name. We need to replace... I wonder if I can replace... I wonder if I can repair body parts. No. I don't think I have a body workshop. No, I don't. Not that I know of. I don't have the parts named off yet. Okay, so I need to replace front bumper, door, window. Need to replace the mirror, left side mirror. I need to replace rear bumper, rear window. Need to replace one of the seats. And it looks like the license plates are good. Okay. Now that we have a list, just need to go to the body shop. Let's go to body shop first. Open the... yeah, open here. So we need to do Del Rey Custom. Alright, Del Rey Customs. Okay. So it starts here. I need the front bumper, so that's that. Front left window. Excuse me. Front left window. Just need a regular front left window. Does it say it's a door window? Is it a door window? I think they mean door window. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, front left door. Not my bad. I misread that. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Front left door. And front window. Front window. And a left side mirror. Left side mirror. And then a rear bumper. Rear bumper. That is the customs, right? Yeah. And then rear window. And then rear window A. Right body. Then right headlight. Right headlight. Then right tailgate. How is it? Oh, tail light. Right tail light. And custom trunk. Now I need to go to interior. Seat 3, leather C. So I need to go to the S's. for seats. Seat. Oh god. Need to find the seat 3s. Good luck on that. Because they're not alphabetical or numerical. I mean, they're alphabetical, but they're not numerical. Seat 3. Leather seat. Yep, that's the one. 270. It could have cost me 300 though. Alright, I think I bought all the parts. Now I go to assembly mode. Assembly mode activated. There's that. There's that. Rear window. Good. Trunku. Good. Left tailgate. Yeah. There's that. Right tail light. That's good. Rear window's been installed. There's that. Right door. Should have probably put the interior on first. That. If only it was that easy to actually install these parts. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Front right fender. That's the one that was missing. Ah, I didn't make a note of that. Go here, body shop. Front left. Front right fender. Aha! I did it, but it's not the same color. But I don't have a paint shop, so I can't do anything about that. Put the hood on. Add that in there. So there's like one body part that's not the same color. Oh no, actually there's a door too that's not the same color. Hey, it's like a Frankenstein's project, you know? Okay, and now let's do interior assembly. Am I at the... No, shit. Well, it said save and then go to menu. I need to go back into the game though. I hate it when it does that. But at least I'm saving it. Is that the case? I'll also need to look at... Okay, so by the time we're done with this car, it'll probably be almost time for the playthrough. I like how it takes like one car for the whole entire morning stream. Ridiculous. So by the time we're done with this car, it'll be time to do the playthrough. That's funny. It's like, shit. Might have maybe some time to do it. No, you can't do another job. We can probably start another job, but we can't finish it. I have to switch consoles because the Ghostwire Tokyo is on the PS5. We'll be playing the PS5 edition of Ghostwire Tokyo. We're going to do performance mode and everything like that, so it's nice and smooth. It's like 60 frames per second and all that jazz. What I wanted to do was do interior assembling, but I don't know how to do that. Let's go here. So oh, you know what? There's a reason why I can't do it. Hold to lower it all the way. I need to lower it all the way before I can get into it. Or not? Oh, you know what? I need to move it. Move car to garage entrance A. And then I can get into it. Because I can't open the door if the freaking things are in the way. Okay. Interior assembly mode. How do I forgot how to assemble the interior? It would be interior. Oh, okay, interior assembly. Oh, yeah, I had to go through like 2 menus. All right, we got some brand new seats. Okay, there we go. Normal view. Close the door. Oh, we need to move the car back. Car lift. Okay. Let's look at the checklist again. Make sure everything's ready to go. It says interior conditions still at 65. Frame condition. I can't really do anything with the frame condition. I wonder why the interior condition is still at 65%. Is it missing stuff? The overall condition of the body and parts conditions are good. So let's see. That's all in the green. So that's all the interior parts. All that's green. So yeah, oh, it's missing some license plates. Whoops. 1 second. Assembly. Let's put that there. And assembly. Put that there. Okay, so that's all good. And I know I need to put in some oil. Normal mode, open hood. Go here. There's the oil thingy. Oil filter plug. Fill that bad boy up with oil. Okay, that should be good. Alright, oil's been put in. New fresh parts. Nothing's missing on the exterior. It just needs a paint job. Probably needs a buff. But I can't do that for the car. Not yet, anyway. Let's go to the checklist again. Everything looks good. All that's green. There's nothing else missing. Can I sell the car now? I can sell the car for 53 bones, baby. I did make a profit. A slight profit, but I did make a profit. And that's all that matters, is I made a profit. I'm happy for that. Was it a good profit? Nah. But was it profit? Yeah. I've had other cars that I bought that I've restored all the way that had better profit, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Is there a way to... I don't think I can mass move things, can I? Nah, I don't think I can. Alright, I'm gonna sell all that. I could probably move that barn location thing. Get it out of my inventory. Alright. So I know I don't have enough time to like start a project. I mean, like start and finish a project, but ooh, I would like to work on this. This looks cool. Like a luxury sports car. If it's just the brake system I need to work on for this car, then I could probably finish it. Let's check it out. Let's check out one. Ooh, that's an ugly color for that car. Ugh. I am not a fan of that color. Sir, you need to repaint that car. That is an ugly color. All right. What do we got here? What's needing to be, so he has brake problems. If that is it, then we can definitely finish this in no time. Alright, let's NASCAR this fucker. I'm just gonna take out his whole wheel just in case he doesn't have any bearing problems too. That should be the only thing I need to take out. Alright, let's check out his other wheels. It's probably just his, like, brake servos and shit. Yeah, like, that brake pad's fucked. Caliper. Let's check the brake pad too. It's good. Let's take that out. Take that out. Let's make sure his wheel hub bearing's good. Alright. That looks good to me. Alright, next. Let's check this tire. Okay, this tire might actually be good. Not seeing anything too bad. That looks good to me. Okay, so that one's probably good. Well, let's check. This one looks bad. If only it was that easy to spot a problem. Usually with vehicles, you can't really spot problems that easily. It's taking the whole wheel out. Okay, let's look at the checklist. So there's still a missing part that we do not know that needs to be replaced. I wonder... Oh, it's probably his ABS. It's his ABS. Yep. I got you, buddy. I guess we can finish another project before we have to go to the playthrough. Okay. So let's do... Make sure we do it by order. ABS, brake caliper. Another one, two... I'm guessing he wants me to replace that brake cylinder too. Does he want me to replace that? Because I don't want to spend money on something I don't need to spend money. Brake... No, I'm not seeing it. So I guess he's totally okay with brake cylinder being at yellow. So it has to be into red for me to replace it. Some people, they want me to replace the yellow conditioned items. Some of them don't. They don't specify it. Okay, so let's go to tablet. Let's go to main shop, body shop. Let's go all the way up. Alright, ABS module. 3 brake calipers. Three brake calipers, brake disc. Brake disc ventilated. And 2 brake pads. That's it. Simple job. I love it when there's simple jobs like that. Alright, cool. Let's assemble. And we'll go ahead and check the car one more time. And if we have enough time, we'll do it for a test drive so that way our client doesn't die. Because it would suck if we lose a client because they're dead. Yeah. It's one thing about being a mechanic. You don't want your clients to die because you were lazy. I don't know. I wonder if there's been any car mechanics that have actually gotten into legal trouble because of that. Like, especially if someone dying because they fucked up some car part. It does make me wonder. I've never heard cases like that, but I'm sure it has happened. That's one. I could probably put that down now. Yep. Trying to work on this as fast as possible because we are getting close to... Yeah, I got 10 more minutes. This is where we get a little feisty in the morning streams. So I'm like, I would like to finish this one. Okay, that's good. Need to put the bearing in. Hubcap. And Ramzoo. Cool. That's been good. Alright, now we need to go all the way over here. That's good. Let's go. Hub bearing. For axle. Disc. Brake pad. Cool. And the last wheel. But sir, if I can recommend anything, change the color of your car. That's an offense against humanity. At this point, I would recommend you do red or something. At this point. Even though red is like a hot spot for cops to pull you over. If you have a red car, you have a higher likely chance to get pulled over. It is just statistics. Statistics. People with red cars get pulled over more. Okay, let's check the little checklist. All green. Get out of my car. I mean, get out of my my shop. Alright, do I have any things to sell? Yes, I do. Go. Let's open up that loot crate. Another map. It's like someone shot. Someone shot at someone. Hell yeah, brother. Well, let's put that map in the warehouse, because I can't use it. Alright, we finished that in record time. Can I do another? Let's see. Nope, nope, nope. Ooh, that's a body work. Repair damage body panel. See, I don't know if I have the ability to do that one. I'm not sure. Could accept it and see what happens. If I can't, then oh well. Lose customer. That's alright. As long as I didn't kill him. And if I didn't kill him, I didn't truly lose them. Okay, let's see what's the problem with this one. Checklist, front left. No, I'm just gonna take the part of the whole entire car and then to see what I need to replace. Let's move the car to here. Lift it up a bit. And then start taking it apart. Let's go to not assembly mode. Ooh. Let's go to normal mode. Start taking it apart. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Just gonna start taking apart the whole car because I don't think the carrot guy would mind. I'm just double checking everything, sir. Don't mind me. Making sure your car is tip top shape. You know? Doesn't seem so. Car's a piece of shit. Actually, is this a... That's what I think it is. Okay. No, don't do that. Inventory. Okay, anything in the red. And I need to make sure it's one. So anything in the red probably needs to be replaced and we're good to go. That looks good to me. Wait, really? Only 1, 2, 3. Okay, clearly there's other parts he wants me to replace. Left door, front left door. Well, first let's just replace the things that need to be replaced. What type of car was it again? What type of car is this? It is a... Where's the car? Bolt Atlantis. Atlanta. Bolt Atlanta. We got 5 minutes to finish this. Bolt Atlanta. There's bolts. There's a couple models of Bolt. Bolt Champion, Bolt Cape, Bolt Atlanta. So well, let's get that going. Oh, oops. Okay. Yeah, just look at the bolt stuff. Bolt front left door. Bolt front left door. Supply 1. Left door window. And then front window. And then, so I did all the front stuff. Front, rear bumper. Okay, so there's this rear bumper. And I need to get a rear bumper, and then we'll assemble the car, and then go to break. And then end our morning stream. Rear bumper. And that should be it. Alright, assembly mode. Assemble. If only I could actually assemble a whole entire chassis in like 5 minutes. Imagine how fucking good I would be. Breaking world records and shit. I wonder what is the record for building certain cars? Like just a straight up sedan. What's the world record? Like how fast can someone actually build like a regular ass sedan? Is there world records for that? I'm pretty sure there is. People are obsessed with their cars. They're probably obsessed with like how fast they could do it. Okay. I think everything's been in place. Everything's green. We're good to go. I think. Get out of my shop. Alright. Inventory. Saddle. Got another map? Stop giving me these maps, man. I can't do shit. So the game's pretty much telling me to go to the barns and start restoring cars. That's pretty much what the game's trying to tell me. Dude, you need to start going to the barns and start restoring the cars. I guess I'll be doing that throughout the whole entire time I'm doing coffee streams. Going to the barns and restoring as many cars as I can. Even though sometimes those are money sinks. I'm gonna probably lose a lot of money with some of these car projects, but it's whatever and all that. But yeah, that's it for our coffee stream for today. You guys have a good one for those who are watching live and in the future and all that.